is a special and hateful place these two schools have for each other in their hearts. From Jake Browning's point or Kenny Wheaton running back to score, this game has had plenty of moments, and maybe we'll get another classic in this one. Washington will kick off as this one gets started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Ducks offense will go to work first. Last time these two bitter rivals got together, it was the Ducks pulling out a close one.
And the level of execution always seems to be on display when these two teams play, right? Both teams normally have a signal caller who's going to go on and play in the National Football League, and it comes down to which team had the ball last. That was Oregon.
Yeah, and they took care of business late in the game. They handled the moment better than Washington did. Now Washington's had a lot of time to think about it, and are they ready for this moment? This is a good squad. Every single year, the Ducks are good, but Washington's game for this matchup.
Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. So the Washington Huskies offense will try to get something started with their first possession. And they're going to have to contend with a secondary that is one of the best in the nation, Jesse.
And they're a complete secondary, too. When you watch them on film, they're very good defending the pass and coverage, and they can play man and zone. But I like them, David, because they're not afraid to put their face in the fan. Everybody in the back end likes to tackle and likes to be physical. That's what makes them special.
Yeah, and it's just an elite group in the back end. Multiple guys that win their individual matchups, which makes it hard to run offense. And this is a group that, yes, they tackle well, they see the football well, they break on it well. You better worry about the ground game. You better get some kind of deception going against this secondary.
Back to pass, it's Dallas. Plucks it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. They were counting on making a few yards after the catch on third down. Instead, they're staring at fourth.
Yeah, and I think a lot of times you trust your guy. You throw it to him and you say, I can make somebody miss or lower my shoulder and get to the sticks. The defense had none of that. Nice job tackling. Nice job forcing the fourth down.
And they are stopped on fourth down. That decision will be questioned. Gives it on the option. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. The Ducks have a lot of options on second and inches. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. With a first down, they'll snap it from... Two. Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Ellington. Ripping off the huge gain down to the 17-yard line. And the Ducks getting set on first and 10. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This time it's complete. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. The Ducks trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. And it's a touchdown, but hold on just a second. We'll have to see what the flag's about.
Offside. Defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on. The defense declined, and the touchdown stands. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And it was finished off with a 2-yard touchdown toss. He'll start the return inside his spot. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. play fake. Now to throw. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
To the air, it's Dallas. Fires to the big fella.
And you got to love the versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
He's looking deep. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. With the catch, it's Ellington. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with the first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Soft spot in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. The Ducks look to do some damage in the red zone.
It's really tough on offenses when defenses know what you got to do. You got to pass the football during man coverage. How about the receiver understanding where the first down is? He smells it. He goes and gets it.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. This crowd knows this defense needs them right now. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. He's got it on the run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense first and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost trying to defend their own end zone. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Touchdown, Ducks! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
Nice pitch and catch. This receiver and quarterback have done this thousands of times. Finds the open man, throws a strike. The receiver does the rest, gets into the end zone.
The returner will field it and try to get some field position. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use again.
There he goes! He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. Washington wants to go quickly.
That's a really good-looking run, too. And when you think back to Washington football, we talk a lot about the quarterbacks they've had in these great aerial assaults, but they've always needed to have balance as well. You get that by running the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Got room on the return. The 20. The 10. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oregon! How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
And nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Fires on the run. Makes the grab inside the 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. Wide receiver comes in motion. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Touchdown, Huskies! The offense cashing it in on that drive.
You don't oftentimes say you need to score a touchdown in the first quarter, but when you're losing 21-0 in the first, they had to score right there, and they did. Nice job by the offense, executing on the drive, punctuating it with a touchdown. Now their defense has got to finally wake up and get a stop.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Trying play action. Firing to the right, complete.
That's the one danger defensively when you want to play zone coverage, because you leave a lot of windows and pockets out on the field. And if the offensive quarterback find one, they could hurt you. And you saw it right there on the crossing.
Looking deep down the right side. Oh, it's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Man, what a great break on the football. Nice job seeing it, squeezing. A lot of those defensive guys, man, they don't have great hands all the time, but you always remember your first interception. They'll always remember this moment.
Laundry down on the field as the pass is incomplete, but let's see what the penalty is.
Ineligible CC, downfield, offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. They come to the line with a minute to play in the opening quarter. Looking for a man, it's Dallas. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Punt is on its way. Here's the return. Slips through the line. Touchdown, Ducks! The hidden yardage, the big plays, special teams coming through. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. They've got a first down here to open the period. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. He has the first and still on his feet. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Defense gives up the pretty big run. They get the first down, and listen, you got to reload quick now, because this offense, they got their foot on the accelerator.
Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the big fella. They'll mark him down at the 37. It's a 10-yard gain. The Huskies want to pick up the tempo.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively? They want to go tempo right now.
The offense will put it in play from the 47 on 1st and 10.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and
just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41. He is a menace rushing the passer, career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Fires to the right. It's caught. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call.
Hold.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Now on 3rd down, this offense has been rolling. Can the defense stand tall? To the air. It's Dallas. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. Washington sends out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Last drive ended with an interception, and they can't afford to have turning it on. He's inside the 40. He's at the 20. Slippery slide, find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
On the run from inside his own 5. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front.
And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, but just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off his guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he moved it slightly forward. Defense played it well. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Going right to work up top. And that one's incomplete. For decades, Washington dominated this rivalry. Then 1994, and the pick by Kenny Wheaton took it to the house. And since that moment, this rivalry has been on.
It's been so much fun to watch. For years, it had conference championship implications. We've seen Heisman Trophy implications in this one. More recently, college football playoff implications as well. Always fun when these two teams get together.
And it doesn't matter what conference they're in. We're always watching this matchup. All eyes are on this.
Unleashed unleashes one deep. And it'll be intercepted in the end zone. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It's complete to the left. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here. And some room to work. They'll mark him down right there, and that'll be enough for a Washington first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. Finds a little space. Breaks into the open. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lick. Washington coming to the line with another first down. On the option. Running into the open space. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it. The Huskies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Washington comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Trying to barge in. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Try to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Washington.
Man, you just know that offense, they needed that touchdown to try to build some momentum. Hasn't really been going great early in this game, but a nice job being physical at the point of attack and pay it off with the score. And maybe that's just the play they needed to turn this thing around.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. On target to the left. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? The sure hands, it's Anger. He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. And the Ducks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Back to pass. Quickly complete. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. A 5-yard gain there, and it's a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. And he throws his 3rd pick of the head has to be spinning. He'll try to take it back. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Looking for a man. It's Dallas. Thanks to grab. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab on the left. He's out of bounds at the 38-yard line. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Off play action. Rushes on him. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be brought down at the 41-yard line, not close to the line to gain, and it's 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
Punt is in the air. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, they wait all year for this game, and the Ducks and Huskies could just give us one fun finish today.
The Ducks will boot it away to start the second half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out at the end zone. He's stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive. It's like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much distance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively. And you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
It's the runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. Washington right back to the line.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
Finds him in all alone. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
That's a really good-looking throw right there, and that was a tight spiral, too. You guys remember the great Washington Husky quarterback Warren Moon? I don't think anybody threw a more pretty ball than Warren Moon did. Tightest spiral I've ever seen. That right there reminded me of old number 1.
So now it's second and long. Back to pass, it's Dallas. Bought a little time, lets it go. He's got his man. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Got it in stride inside the 20. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Huskies. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. I think sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
Washington, 21.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. And after that last score, this is just a 2-possession game now, and they'll be looking to find some cushion on this drive. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain. They'll snap it on first down from the 35. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. He'll be forced out of bounds after the nice gain on the run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
The Ducks will line it up on first and 10. To the air on first down. He's got his man, makes the grab. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 and the 38, and these guys are on the move. Now they've moved it just inside the 40. First and 10 from the 39. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to throw again. Finds the tight end. Tough, physical, hard-nosed running, gets it to the 34. Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on third down? On the run, still looking. Got his man. He stopped and forced out of bounds just short of the 10-yard line. They'll mark it at the 11. Down to the 12-yard line, it's first down. Dropping back, it's Lyle. The screen, he can go. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Into the end zone. And he wanted to get the score right there, but it falls incomplete.
There's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that,
and he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown! Touchdown, Ducks!
Number 1.
Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have to score and score pretty dang quickly.
Washington wants to go quickly. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Pressure coming. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Washington sends out the punt team. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Found a lot of running room before he goes out of bounds, and what a way to build a little momentum. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Rides to back on the option to give.
Man, the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Third and short here from the 35. Might take a shot here if this is 4-down territory. Caught near the sticks. It's Petty. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 17-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
And the Ducks are moving quickly down the field. A 1st down run on the doorstep. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 2nd and goal. He wants to change this route. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Oregon. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Looking to throw, it's Dallas. He wants to go deep. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain.
Thank you very much. That's what the quarterback's thinking on that last play. I think he was even shocked that his receiver was that wide open downfield. He'll take it.
This offense capable of exploding at any moment. Now they're set up inside the 30 with a 1st and 10. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Finds his big tight end. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. And the Huskies come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. Looking to throw for it. Going for it all. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies.
A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Husky.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw in that touchdown pass.
And he made the extra point without problem.
That makes the score Oregon 49, Washington.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse. Oh, he's got some space. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Going to the running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And the defense down in this game, they just can't do anything to stop this offense at this point, David. Right now, they know they're going to be trying to run the football and try and ice the game, but there's nothing at this point it seems they can do.
Yeah, and it's frustrating. I got to sell out, man. I got to bring as many guys to the line of scrimmage as I can. I got to find a way to get this ball back to my offense. The clock is not my friend, and them running the football is only going to run this thing out quicker. I got to find a way to make something happen, strip the football, do something.
Bring in the heat. He's going to run it. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. The Ducks will try to pick it up on fourth down. Going for the marker on the ground. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And that seemed a little off from the start, didn't it?
That was a big-time play, and it was off from the start because of the play he made.
And I don't think it would have mattered who was playing running back. There was absolutely nowhere to go.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Ninth play of the drive coming up, but this one will be tough, third and long. Looking downfield, it's Lyle. Fires toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good. That lead just keeps getting fatter, and this kickoff team doing a little running.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They took advantage of outstanding field position the last time they had it, and now they'll have a little more work to do to get on the board. Some fresh air. There he goes. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got him. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. They're dealing with a second and long. Handoff from the gun. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Line is set on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Really good job working through his progression. You get it to him quickly, and the big tight end has a chance to run a little.
And a really good job by the QB throwing an accurate throw. I got to hit those guys on the move, on the run, so they can do this. They can catch the football, get upfield, and chew up some extra yards.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
Out of the backfield, he's open. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Huskies are facing 3rd and inches.
Here we go.
Trying to pick up a first down. Tries to slither forward on the sneak.
And, David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively, too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successful.
He's got the back in the middle. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide, only a place to be tackled immediately. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Tune in to the Ocho, 8th play of the drive coming up. Going to swing it on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Huskies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Caught in the backfield. It's Burgess. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that 3rd down.
3rd down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out and get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. 4th down now upcoming.
It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
So Oregon gets the victory in its blood feud against Washington, and you best believe this one is going to stick with the men in purple for quite a while. That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.